So the Dallas Wings, I mean this when I say this. Like, I don't know if there is a worse scenario for Paige Bueckers, and oh, this is just not this does not seem like the right coach, because this game was like this is he's Chris Sides. This is Chris Sides. This is a freaking career assistant coach who probably should have remained as a career assistant coach. This is a guy who's currently an assist was well, sorry, last season was an assistant coach for a team that their offensive tactic was give it to Juju. Was give it to Juju. And again, it might be 4:30 in the morning, but I'm at least coherent enough to realize, like, he was asked before the game about the play style. And he goes, versatility. Our roster is all sorts of versatile pieces. How many versatile pieces do you have? Paige. You have one. You have one versatile piece. Arike, no. Nalissa, no. Tiara McCowan should not see the floor. Maddie Segrist, no. Dejanay, maybe. Maisha Hines-Allen, I guess. And it says that with that, we'll look to play in a couple of distinct ways. Our biggest area of emphasis, we're going to lean on our defense. They conceded 112 points. 112 points. And by the way, the Aces were going at 60% speed, and they were still running in layups on you guys. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's only preseason. Oh, it's only preseason. I'm sorry, there are unacceptable things in basketball. I don't care if it's preseason. Not running back on defense is unacceptable. It is unacceptable at any level of pro basketball to not run back on defense. And I mean that. It is absolutely unacceptable. And any coach that accepts not running back on defense, whether it be in preseason, whether it be in an extremely important part of the season, whether it be in practice, that is an unacceptable thing. It doesn't matter what level you are playing at. Like, anyone who's played ball knows. If you're tired, if your stamina is not that, you don't sprint up on offense. You don't sprint up on offense, and like you make sure you sprint back in defense. They were choosing to do neither. They did neither. Like, they chose to do neither. And that is an issue. Like, as much as people want to say it's not, it is. That is a big issue, as well as that. Like, he's talking about versatile pieces. I'm like looking through tweets where I'm like, a lot of people are saying, oh, the Wings have this great offensive system now. Oh, players are swinging the ball and all this. I'm like, this is literally what their offense is. It is the Christie Sides offense. The ball gets passed to the wing, and then it is just pass and screen and pass and set pin downs. And then if the ball goes back to the middle, you then set a pin down and come up. Paige passed the ball and she doesn't get it back. Like, there's no passing. There's no there's very little movement. There's very little cutting outside of maybe Maddie Segrist a couple of times. It is ISO ball. It is what USC are currently doing with Juju Watkins. It is ISO ball with double bigs. Like, it's puke basketball, and it's relying on isolations. And I understand it's going to win them a couple of games when you have Arike. But, like, you have got a system player who doesn't like to play ISO. Oh, stupid access denied. But you got a system player who does not like to play ISO in Paige Bueckers. And with that being said, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And then he's there talking about, after the game, is like, this is a start. This is a start. We're only going to get better from here. We've only played together 5 days. I genuinely mean this. I genuinely mean this. It does not matter how long people have played together. If your tactic, everyone's like, oh, they'll figure out the system. Their system is ISO ball. They play it's pick-up ball. It is no different than you will see at a decent level of pickup. It doesn't take time. You do not improve a pickup ball with time. Time does not. Maybe you figure out what players like to do this and that. But they were running. They started the game with 2 Dejanay Carrington one-leg fadeaways. Dejanay was shooting dark fades. What are we What are we talking about? These players will get you. These players, they'll figure it out. Dejanay, I repeat, Dejanay was shooting dark fades. She was shooting dark fades. Paige Bueckers could not get open because they don't seem to believe in the pick and roll most of the time. And by the time they run anything in a pick and roll, the ball's already gone into Paige's hands and she hasn't got the ball in the offense. Why is there this obsession with allowing Enrique to go ISO early in the quarter? Sorry, not early in the quarter, early in the shot clock. Why are you allowing Enrique to go as a coach? Why are you allowing Enrique, Isaiah James, JJ Quinterly, especially Dejanay, Nalissa Smith, all these players? Why are we allowing them go ISO 1 second to the shot clock? That's nothing to do with getting used to playing with each other. That's bad coaching. That is a bad philosophy. You have something. Do something with your offense. Have something going on that isn't just a pin down. This is the Christy Sides offense. It is. This is the Christy Sides. The only positive is he's not screaming paint touches. That is the only positive. But you're hearing Paige Bueckers being like, oh, we need to get back on defense. It's like getting back on defense is important. Paige Bueckers going into the fourth quarter. I don't think she played in the fourth quarter. Or maybe it was halftime. Sorry. It was halftime she said it. She said getting back on defense is important. I cannot believe that word came out had to come out of a player's mouth. And it was like, we got to run and we got to get back on defense. And then the annoying thing is with Paige is just going to go with the flow. Paige isn't going to push the tempo if nobody else. We saw it with the Fever. Nobody else wanted to play Caitlin Clark's game. Caitlin Clark forced her game onto her team. For better or for worse, because Chrissy Sides was demanding paint touches. Caitlin Clark said, screw that, I'm running. The amount of games where they were losing and Caitlin Clark just took over because she ran. Whereas Paige, you can see it, you can hear it from her. She's just going to do what the coach tells her to do, which is going to be move the ball side to side and watch people ISO. It is legitimately the worst offense I have seen. And this team can't play defense. He's talking about playing a team playing defense. Team playing defense. And I'm sorry, there is no scenario where you are going to have a single lineup that does not have no chance. But your Tiara McCowan cannot play defense. I don't care if she was a defense player in college. She can't play defense. Nalissa Smith cannot play defense. She was fine today. She had a decent game. But she could not play defense. She cannot play defense. Maisha Hines-Allen is a pretty decent defender, but she's more of a strength defender. Paige Bueckers cannot play defense at the WNBA level yet. She looked almost Caitlin Clark level lost. She is going to be attacked as a rookie. I do think as time goes on, Paige is going to improve on the defensive end. I do stand by that. Enrique is not a good defender. Dejanay is a great defender in her defense. But this reminds me of Christy Sides being Christy Sides saying, I'm a defensive coach. What is your defensive tactic? Get stops. If you looked at how this team played, and I understand that is the thing, getting used to people on defense, knowing what way to get around screens, knowing what to do, knowing how to do certain things on the defensive end. Yes, that does come with time. Team defense does come with time. So I'm not going to get too bogged down on that. But at the same time, I've never seen Dejanay. Maybe Dejanay Carrington was a product of her environment. Maybe she was a product of her environment because she looked lost. She looked absolutely lost. This coach, again, isn't saying a word while Paige Bueckers is losing her mind at the referees. Paige Bueckers absolutely losing her mind at referees. She should have been teed up in that game. She realistically should have been teed up in the game, but it's just not going to be. It's Christy's sides. It's Christy's sides. Like, I'm sorry, Paige Bueckers. By the way, Paige's fouls were fouls. Her fouls are fouls, but like she got hacked on an and one. She got hacked on an and one. Did not get called for her first bucket. When Seegers hit her with a pass, she got hacked. She got hacked multiple times and refs didn't call it. In fairness, refs didn't call a lot of hacks in that game. But if we're being completely honest here, they should have. Like, you should have fought. He should have fought for Paige. And I don't care that it's preseason. It's just on principle. On principle, he should have done it. But yeah, that's just my opinion of it all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.